Hope everyone had a great weekend. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome. Hey, we had an amazing day on Friday during our live trading, guys. Just an amazing day trading the US 30. Perhaps the best move we've had in perhaps 5 months, at least 5, 6 months for the US 30. So we did on the US 30, we did about over 700 pips, almost 800 pips on the US 30 and on the NAS. Almost, you guys can see here, right? So the on the 3 minute time frame, the US 30, almost 800 pips, and then on the NAS, almost 300 pips on the NAS. So total around 1100 pips. Here was the NAS right here. Let's see here. On the NAS also, just amazing trading. All right, so really want to congratulate our traders who came in on Friday and took advantage of these trades. Doesn't happen every day when we see 1100 pips. All right, so great job, great job, great job. Hey, Antonio, welcome, Antonio, welcome. All right, so what a day that was, an exciting day on Friday. It's good when we are able to catch a big run like that. You know, I always say you can have one trade can make your, certainly make your day, right? Could make your week, could make your month, could make your quarter, and even make your year. All right, so big congratulations to our traders that traded live with us on Friday and took advantage of these moves. I think Anthony was there, Solomon, Rob was there, and Terrence was there. And so big congratulations, guys. Good job. All right, let's go through the markets. All right, so not only did we have a big day on the US 30, the Dow, right, which is the Dow had a big day. All the indexes had a big day on Friday. The Dow finished up 846 points up on Friday. S&P was up, NASDAQ was up, Russell was up. So all the markets were up and the VIX is down. VIX is at, make a note, 1422. All right, so lower volatility, right? So that volatility is becoming even lower. We'd like to see if we can get into the 1312. That would be great. All right, but we'll take that. Buy signals throughout the indexes. Okay, so we have a buy signal on the S&P, buy signal on the NASDAQ, buy signal on the Dow, and buy signal here on the IWM. In the futures market, keep an eye on the dollar, guys. The dollar is moving lower again. Had made a move up to 97. Is at 98. It's at 97 now. Okay, on the dollar. So dollar's down. Futures are up. So Dow, meaning Nasdaq, Russell, S&P. They're mixed right now. So up to mix. Okay, so mixed right now. But big deal is the dollar, right? So make sure, keep an eye on the dollar and the dollar pairs. Be careful holding the big support here at 97. All right, we'd like to see the dollar break through that support and move lower. Number one sector right now is still technology. All right, we were had some selling last week. All week we had some selling, but a big bounce on Friday right here. Right, big bounce came in that caused those great trades, the US 30 and the NAS. Again, the VIX, guys, is at 1422 on the monthly time frame. Red candle here for the current month. So it looks like we should close unless something strange happens. We should close red, right, on the VIX for the month. The Mag 7s, Magnificent 7 stocks. Let's go through those quickly here. Tesla still doesn't have a buy signal, right? We've got to get past resistance here, okay, to call another buy signal on Tesla. So Tesla has been consolidating. Google looks good, guys. We're breaking through that resistance, that reaccumulation phase right here, breaking through highs here, resistance right here. Actually, highs is right here. Buy signal here, nice breakout on Friday. All right, so Google is looking good as part of the Mag 7s. Amazon, we're waiting for a buy signal on Amazon. First buy signal did fairly well, right? We need to break through resistance here to give another buy signal, all right? All right. Meta, Facebook, guys, let's take a look here. All right, so Meta. All right, we have a buy signal here, pull back, but look at that bounce. All right, nice bounce here on Friday. We are getting overbought, right? In Meta, a lot of purple and support resistance, so we are definitely overbought on Meta. Nvidia's been the darling here. It's been doing really well. A bit of a pullback last week. Like I said, we had some selling in the market. Nvidia is doing really well at 183 pullback. All right, all the way down to 168. Got a nice bounce on Friday, trading at 177. All right, we'll see what the market does this week. If it continues, that big update might bringing capital into the market. Okay, new capital into the market. Apple, let's take a look. Hold on. All right, Apple has a buy signal, guys. All right, so buy signal here again. Everything was pulling back last week. Had some selling, but we recovered a bit on Friday. So Apple is holding its buy signal. And Microsoft gave a sell signal. All right, did not recover at all on Friday, okay? All right, so Microsoft has a sell signal here. So buy signal on Microsoft was at 430. Sell signal came in at 503, 501, 503. So no buy signal. In order to get another buy signal on Microsoft, guys, we've got to get perhaps above this area here. Okay. All right, but overall, Mag 7s are holding up fine overall. All right, and nice big update right here, all that green here on Friday. All right, let's go to the indexes. All right, on the 240, all right, on the 240 Dow 240-minute time frame, buy signal here. We're gonna get a nice break above resistance here. So we're holding on the 240. On the daily time frame here, on the Dow daily, guys, buy signal here on a break of this resistance, perfect break. Perfect buy signal here, big candle here on Friday. All right, so you guys can see there, market was struggling all last week, right at that resistance line, and then finally broke out. Dow on the weekly, here's our break here. All right, on the weekly time frame, monthly time frame, same thing here. All right, so we're in all-time highs, guys, all-time highs territory for these markets. S&P on the 240 broke out here. On the daily, broke out here. And again, all-time highs territory here on the S&P. On the weekly, S&P weekly, right here, new highs. Monthly, new highs here. All right, on the NASDAQ, on the 240 NASDAQ, we did have a sell signal recovered. All right, in order to get a buy signal, guys, on the NASDAQ, we got to break through resistance here and get another buy signal there. So right now, we've got a sell signal on the 240 on the NAS, Buy signal is holding nicely here. You guys can see that buy signal here, holding nicely. NASDAQ on the weekly time frame, we are breaking out. And then NASDAQ on the monthly time frame. Look at the month here, guys. Just amazing price action. Russell on the 240 broke out with its buy signal here. We can remove this. Well, let's leave it for now. We gotten past resistance here. And then we have our next resistance is all the way up here. Look at the Russell, guys. Small caps really doing well here. Russell on the daily time frame, buy signal here, right? Again, we're getting past resistance. The highs is up here, and I believe this is all-time highs. Yep. So we are getting close. This will help our stock boss traders, guys. So we are getting to that all-time highs right here. Now this is where we got some selling to come in, right at that resistance here, right at that high here is where we've got selling. So here we are trying again, right? Trying to attack that resistance. Hopefully this time we can break through. Hopefully we'll see what happens this week. All right, this is on the weekly time frame. Hopefully we can break through this week and make new highs on the Russell. Russell on the monthly time frame, same thing here. Okay. Bitcoin, guys, we were really concerned with Bitcoin. Bitcoin was trading at 112, 113, and got a big pop on Friday. Got up to about 115. It's pulling back, so still a concern with Bitcoin, guys. So Bitcoin is back at 113. So it's given up lots of its gains from Friday. That is a concern that Bitcoin is not holding, right? We do have a sell signal, right? We have a sell signal in Bitcoin on the daily time frame, all right? On the daily time frame. So it's back at 112, 113, 112, 113, 111, right around here, guys. 112, right around here is support. If we break through that support, next support on Bitcoin is right at 100, right here. You guys can see that right here, 100. And if it breaks that, next support is at 90. Okay, but let's see what happens here first. This is too bad, though. It did not hold. But again, we do have a sell signal on Bitcoin. All right, gold. Let's take a look at gold here. Gold is still in trouble, consolidating here. We do have a sell signal, red candle. Guys, in order for gold to move higher, we've got to get above 3,500 right here. Currently, it's at 34.13. No trade here in gold. Silver has been doing better. Look at silver, guys. Nice move here in silver, trading at 35. Buy signal was at 33. Got out here, got back in. Good trade going here with silver. Crude oil, nothing. Consolidating here. I'm curious to see what pound yen is doing. Bonds, nothing here, consolidating. So we have a few of the markets are consolidating. Dollar, you know what the dollar is doing here. Pound yen, guys. Pound yen, still nothing. All righty. So pound yen on the daily time frame, nothing. We still need to break out. Okay, so no new news on pound yen. We really need pound yen to break through here. That's surprising, right? All that buying that came in on Friday, and guess what? Pound yen did not break through that resistance. Okay. Have no idea what this market is doing. All right, Forex that is. So we'll see. Okay, let's go to current positions in Forex. All right, current positions. Let's go through these. Okay. We did have some long positions on the dollar pairs. In the dollar pairs. Looks like those close. Okay, so let's go through this quickly. All right, so USD SEK. All right, buy signal was here. Look at that price. That's the dollar, guys, really sold off on Friday. All right, so USD SEK closed that trade, please, on the 60-minute time frame. All right, USD CZK, most of these should close. Buy signal, I'm not sure which one, either this one or this one. Sell signal came in, we should be out. Okay, so we should be out. Let's just close these. Dollar Swiss, we should be out. These are on the 60-minute time frame. Finally took a trade on the 60, and guess what? Sellers came in heavy. All right, USD SGD, close that trade. MXN, close that trade. PLN, close. And we should not have been in this long, guys. We should have been, I think this was the trade we took here. So should been out way before that. Way before Friday. All right, we do have some trades on the 240 dollar pairs, also on the 240. And we'll go through equity positions this evening. All right, so on the 240, we have dollar pairs. So USD NOK, that is the first one here. So USD NOK. All right, buy signal was here, sell signal closed the trade. All right, USD MXN, buy signal was here, guys, broke support. All right, so buy signal, red candle here, we should be out here way before the selling came in. All right, so those pound pairs we had last week did okay. We should be out of those, okay? Dollar CAD, buy signal was here, red candle right here. We should be out on the 240. Euro NOK, buy signal here, red candle, we should be out. So again, Forex still acting funny. Euro New Zealand, all right, this one is working out so far. Buy signal here and holding, right? Only decent trade holding right now. Continue to be cautious with Forex, guys, and with your monster scalper. Again, we did have some pound, I believe the pound pairs, a few euro pairs have done okay, did okay last week, but other than that, not much. We'll take a look. Hopefully, that buying that came in on Friday. Let's see. We'll create some rotation in the market. That's asking a lot for Forex right now. Okay. But equities. Let's take a look at equities here. We'll start with Stock Boss. Current positions in Stock Boss. Let's go through these. So these are small cap stocks, guys, with the Russell. Let's go through this. We will hold all green candles we are holding, okay? So you guys will see this. See it here. All green candles we are holding. White candles for now we are holding because we are very bullish. This market is extremely bullish, right? All these indexes are moving higher, breaking new highs, except for the Russell, but the Russell is moving higher. So white candles will hold, red candles will hold. So white candles will hold, white candles, green candles obviously, red candles sell, white arrows sell, okay? Sell signals. All right, let's go through this quickly. Good job, nice. Nice, 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 nice. All green candles. Good job. Good day on Friday. All right. So that's it for Stock Boss, guys. You guys know we had trimmed a lot of positions in Stock Boss. We adding again. We are getting past selling season. So this is end of August. We've got September. Boy, if we can get through September and this market holds, we could see a really nice Christmas rally. Okay. This market is tough. Really holding up nicely here. This is Bull Master right here. So these are large cap stocks. Let's go through our alerts currently. All right, holding all green candles. Here's what we want to see. PRM, good trade going here, guys. This buy signal was at 1086, trading at 1948. Good trade going there. Nice price action. Another good trade, FIX. Look at that. Buy signal was around 350, trading at 689. Good trade going there. GE. All right. GEV closed. All right. Buy signal on GEV was 349. Closed on Friday. That's surprising. Well, no, closed on Wednesday, right? Closed on Wednesday here. At 585. So buy signal again was 353. Sell signal 585. Close the trade, please. GEV. Hold on. All right. So GEV. All right. Next one. All right. Holding. All right. We just need these stocks to hold, guys, right now. Hold and move higher. Holding. Holding. Look at STRL. Good trade going here, guys. Buy signal by our system was at 138, trading at 279. And look here, all green candles, yellow support and resistance, not overbought. Not overbought. All right, good trade going there. PHIN, good trade going there. REVG, good trade going there. Buy signal was at $33. Closed on Friday, 52. Good trade going here. So markets holding strong, guys. Good, good. All right. All right, financials. SOFI. Buy signal was at 1448, trading at 25. Good trade going there. Good. All right, so large caps are holding up fine. After some selling early in the week, it's still a holding. AVGO. Buy signal was at 199, trading at 294. White candles here. We'll let that run. Right there. And just a few more here. And we'll take a look at the systems. All right, BE, guys. BE, great trade going here. Be aware, purple support and resistance. So that's getting extended there. Buy signal was right around 20, trading at 48. All right, good trade there. Just a few more here. All right, so good job, especially in Bull Master and even Stock Boss. So Russell, small cap, large caps are doing fine. Mag 7s are doing fine. So equities, guys, that's where it's been, right? So our stock boss traders um, keep doing the work with Bull Master. Our monster scalper traders, just be careful, guys. Okay, with that market. On Friday, let's see what Heatseeker did with Stock Boss. Let's run it. So we've got 80 stocks, guys. 80 in Stock Boss. That's a good number. Bull Master, let's take a look. Let's run it here. 93. That's surprising. Should have more in Bull Master, but 93, we'll take that. But notice, guys, we are starting to get more stocks out of Stock Boss. All right, since when we've seen where Stock Boss has 80 something stocks and Bull Master has 93. Usually, there's a lot more in Bull Master. So, too early to tell, right? We might see a rotation out of large cap stocks, right? Mega cap stocks into small caps. Okay, too early to tell, but we might see a rotation. We'll keep an eye on that. If rates come down, so here's the Russell here. So you guys see this is small caps, right? The Russell, that's just small caps. All right. Now small caps has struggled quite a bit, but it's now, right, getting to, all-time high territory here. If that happens, we could see money really get into small cap stocks, okay? All right, because that market has been depressed a bit. So seeing stocks come into Heatseeker for Stock Boss, almost the same amount as a Bull Master, that's interesting, okay? Don't see any difference here in bonds. So let's go back here. All right. Our US 30 traders, again, good job on Friday. Let's see if we have a buy signal on the 60-minute time frame for you guys. All right, so the buy signal, now we didn't call this buy signal, we traded on the smaller time frame, 5-minute and 3-minute. If you guys caught this move here on the 60, good job. We talked about perhaps sending out an alert on the 60-minute, but guys, it was so crazy on Friday, an exciting day. So just totally forgot. But if you guys caught that buy signal on the 60-minute time frame, good job. Too late to get in, however. All right. So it's too late to get in. And on the NAS, we should see similar price action on the NAS on the 60-minute time frame. All right. So on the 60-minute time frame, we've got similar price action. And we were watching this on the, totally forgot to send out this alert. But all of the action, guys, all of the money was made on the 3-minute time frame, 3 and 5. When we went live. Okay, so if you were, and most of our US 30 traders and NAS don't trade on the 60-minute, but there is a trade there. Again, we did not call it. Okay, quick look at Monster's Forex Dominator, just to see what the trend is all about on the daily time frame. Let's see what's moving. All right, so we're still consolidating, all right? Okay, guys, Forex is still in trouble, right? Lots of consolidation here. If it's consolidating on the daily, especially on the daily, guys. Right, the market is stuck. Okay. All right. Let's just go through these here. So the top trending pairs are the euro pairs right now. Pound pairs are trying to make a move, but you're really the euro pairs. Okay, and then after that, lots of consolidation. Okay, so let's take a quick look at Monster Scalper. And we'll try to focus on the euro pairs. We're going to stay on the 240, not on the 60. Look here, lots of consolidation in here, guys. Very mixed, right? Neutral. And that caused by on Friday too, right? Lots of movement on Friday, but very mixed. No direction here. Good news though on the 240 right here, right? We've got volatility, so that's good. All right, so when you have a few pairs that are consolidating, all right, these are above 20 in yellow, so we've got some movement here. Let's see what type of movement. So let's go through these. We'll look for long positions, okay? No shorts, long positions. Long positions. All right, ZAR Yen. Let's we put a question mark by ZAR Yen. ZAR Yen is breaking out. Now I know ZAR Yen is expensive, but it is breaking out. We're breaking resistance here. Our buy signal is here. That's a reaccumulation trade. We have buyers on the daily here. Hold on. All right, so buyers on the daily. We are breaking out. Good markdown phase here. Good markup. We do have purple support and resistance there. Okay. But we're moving higher, guys. So that's reaccumulation here. Only major concern is that purple support and resistance. So we are overbought right about here. However, on the 240, it looks fairly decent. So we're going to add it. ZAR Yen long on the 240. But guys, you know what's going on with Forex, so just be careful. Trade lightly. Be careful. Nothing with the other. Let's see here. Swiss yen. I'm just trying to find you guys something to trade. Swiss yen is breaking out. All right. It's been trading fairly well. If you guys can see that here. So Swiss yen on the 240 has had some decent trades. It is breaking out. So we're breaking resistance here. And we are in the markup phase. This is reaccumulation. Right here. And we are breaking out. Got a green candle here. On the daily time frame here. Look at that. Really good trade going here. And looks like we are breaking resistance right here. All right. And we are making higher highs, higher lows. Hey, Anthony, so you haven't been here since the changes, right? So we are doing it off. Yeah, it's going to be hard to see. Okay. But we're doing it off the big screen here. Okay. So we're not sharing. So it is a bit hard to see. But that's what we're doing now. Okay, so we're looking to break through that resistance right here. All right, so if you're using your system, you can certainly follow along. But So you could see it here. Let me open it up. All right, so right here we are breaking out. This is Swiss yen on the daily time frame. On the daily time frame. Okay. On the daily time frame. On the 240, we'll call it. All right, so Swiss yen, CHF, JPY, long. All right, 240. 240 minute time frame there. So ZAR yen and Swiss yen. Let's keep going. Nothing in the dollar pairs, guys. Be careful shorting. Now, if the dollar index breaks through that 97 level, right, convincingly, we might call it, okay? All right, Euro pound, EUR, GBP, and the Euro pairs have been doing fairly decent. Long 240. So Euro pound, guys. Buy signal here, and we are breaking out on the daily. Now this is, if you guys can see here, right here. All right, so we found support here, buy signal, we're moving higher. We have a lot of resistance above here. All right, so a lot of resistance above, be aware of that. We do have buyers on the daily. All right, so buyers on the daily here, right here. So we'll call EUR GBP long. On the 240. Good trade going in Euro CAD, Euro Aussie. I think Anthony was trading those. Pound PLN, Pound New Zealand. Pound CAD, keep an eye on Pound CAD, guys. You could get a buy signal on Pound CAD. All right, if it breaks through that resistance there. But Euro pound, so 3 opportunities this evening. Euro pound, ZAR yen, and Swiss yen. Okay? All right, quick look at the 60-minute time frames. Be careful, guys, trading the 60-minute. All right, lots of movement on the 60. On the 60-minute time frame, they're trying to break out one way or the other, right? So they're trying to break out of that long consolidation, but no direction yet. Be careful in shorting these yen pairs and these dollar pairs. Euro pairs, let's see here. Yeah, be careful, guys. Lots of consolidation. All right, lots of consolidation. See here on the 60-minute. See here, lots of consolidation. So just be careful. All right. So I want to close with this. So last 2 weekends ago, when we went live, we did not find a trade. So we didn't take a trade. Okay? And this is what we do as traders, right? We just never know. So and prior to that, right, the trades that we took really never moved. And Friday we had 1,100 pips. the biggest move in months and came out of nowhere. All right, so we never know, guys, and that trade basically could make your definitely your month, your quarter. Okay, so this is why we keep doing this. We don't know when these markets are going to sell off, they're going to break to the upside. So this is why we do this. Okay, so Forex, for example, we know Forex, right, has been in a tight consolidation, and I know it's frustrating for our monster scalper traders, right? You have to look really hard to find opportunities right now. You have to be you have to be good, right? You have to be quick right now. But at some point, this market will open up and there will be opportunities. So what I want our traders to do, most of you guys have multiple systems, right? And we trade multiple markets, and this is why. So if Forex isn't cooperating, right? Use your other systems, go to the other markets. Equities is where it is right now, right? We can't control any of these markets, okay? We just have to go to the market that these institutions are buying. And right now, they've been buying equities. They continue to buy equities, all right? So we want to be in the right market, okay? So good example on Friday. We weren't expecting that. 1,100 pips. You guys know that. 1,100 pips, right? That's almost 1,100% profit in one day, in one morning, right? That trade, yes, we carried it to the end of the day, but that's trading, okay? So just keep aware of that. And so don't give up on the Forex market, okay? All right, don't give up on the Forex market, okay? We just have to wait. Eventually, now we've been waiting months, okay? But eventually, hopefully, that market will turn around. It will. It has to turn around. But right now, equities on things, unless things change, okay? Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming. And I'll see everyone on Tuesday, all right? Take care. Bye-bye.